Welcome to the Encore Audio Archives YouTube channel. I'm Taper Dave, and this is my channel. I've uploaded hundreds of talks here that I've recorded at meetings in West LA, and I've also recorded conventions starting in 2013. I've got a bunch of those up. And Walt and Mary Murray, the original owners of Encore Audio Archives, started the company in the 80s, and Walt recorded Joe and Charlie's and a bunch of stuff down in Vista, California. My sobriety date is June 20th of 1994. I hope you find something you like, so please like and subscribe to my channel and comment down below. If you want to hear something that I don't have or that you don't see, I'll see that I get it. Anyways, take care and have a great day if you want to.
Okay, now let's have a round of applause for our first speaker, Bara.
Probably going to go all over the room, right? This is not going to work. I'm Bara. I'm an alcoholic. It's a rush. I brought with me today a letter written by Anne O'Neill just prior to her death. I went to a service for her today, and I would like to dedicate this meeting to her. She was a soul sister of mine who, when I first came into these rooms, extended her hand and her heart to me when I was scared, fearful, a junkie with 2 days sober. And I went to a party at Jackie O, not the president wife, different Jackie O, who was my sponsor at the time. And Anne O'Neill reached out her hand to me, and she said, "Hi, I'm Anne, who are you?" And that is what this room and these programs and these steps are about, is finding love and finding God. And I believe that God is love. And we learn how to be friends with ourselves and with each other. I wrote a poem, which probably some of you have heard. Hi, Mike. And it says in 90 seconds, my story. And since I'm being humbled as the first speaker tonight. Thank you. Last time I spoke, I was the second speaker. So this is a little humility. I would like to share this poem for those of you that haven't heard it, because it is my story in a nutshell. Thanks, Bill. I'm a bittersweet tale of a Hollywood failure. I was born and bred in Tinseltown Red, and I bled it dry till I damn near died. Twisted, I enlisted my sobriety. Now it takes more than a name and big-time fame to climb my frame, but just the same. What game shall we play today? The master builder, the masturbator, the great creator, or Terminator? Man, I got scope when I'm on dope. My, pie in the sky. I love to get high. A little drinky, let's get kinky. A lot of smack, ooh, you're on the right track. Speedball, might not get back at all. Come on, get me right, pass the pipe. Come on, I'm double-fisted. Twisted, I enlisted my sobriety. Now don't knock it unless you tried it, 'cause I tried 'em all, from every stall. Perks worked, love ludes. Tylenol 4 could open my door. And for real flip-out hoppers, supplied a peyote trip out in space. And this is really a riot. A daily diet for many a year. Angel dust was a must. It's a miracle I'm here. Sometime not so terrific, but beats the Pacific Ocean. And I got a notion that's where I'd be, twisted, were I not gifted my sobriety. That's how it was, folks. I went from art galleries to shooting galleries. I was in the fast lane. I went to this funeral today, and a lady, Randy, walked up to me and she said, "I can't believe it. I just saw you in a movie." I haven't done a movie in a long time. She saw this movie that I did for Michael Crichton prior to Jurassic Park, very much prior to Jurassic Park. But she said, "I was so thrilled. I couldn't believe it. It was so wonderful to see you." You know, and that's what happens in these rooms. We start rooting for one another. We start caring about one another. We start believing that if your dreams come true, my dreams can come true. And that wasn't the way it was when I was an actress. I was jealous. I was envious. If someone got a job instead of me, it was why them, I should get it. If someone got a man instead of me, a house, a car, it was all about me, 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 me. What is in it for me? What do you got that I want? And somehow in this program, I have learned that it is not about me. It is about you. That we are all sisters and brothers, something I found very unpalatable when I came in these rooms. I'm an only child, and I didn't know much about sisters and brothers. And I didn't know about being a worker among workers. And I didn't know much about God. You know, I wrote another little poem. My birthday was yesterday, my natal birthday, which shall go numberless. And I'm a teenager. And looking at 13 is like the beginning of womanhood revisited. I take my first view of menstruation, masturbation, inflation of my breasts, and males have a new effect upon my hormones. What has changed in these 49 years? Premarin and Prevera replace birth control. Deflation of my breasts was out of my control. But men and masturbation have the same effect on my hormones. So, my friends, some things never do change. At 13, I started to think that drink was the answer to my fears. I rode that train so many years, my caboose got loose, trying to recapture that first great high. By the time I entered the portals of AA, no man even wanted a toss in the hay. I'm a chick with a monkey on her back, a kick that took 41 days at Beverly Glen.
Sorry to interrupt your viewing. Taper Dave here. Just wanted to take a second to ask you to like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you like what you're listening. I've got some very good talks here, and this one's a great one. Just curious, do you think this is better than Zoom? Tell me what you think.
When I met the likes of Lally, Lombino, and Lion, and I became so fond of Rhonda, and the Scappa Rappa was a real stiff. God put me in the right place at the right time. My life took a 180. Thank you, God, for giving me AA, and thank you, AA, for giving me a God. And that's what happened. My life took a 180. I was arrested at Neiman Marcus, January 4th, 1984. Yeah, just had a friend's credit card I thought was mine. I kept telling them, that's me, that's my card, can't you? Well, they didn't buy it, and I went to Beverly Hills jail for 3 days. And by that time, no one gave a flying fuck. Not my family, not my friends, not my attorney, Bernie, nobody. No one cared. I had used up all my perks. It was over, folks. I spent 3 days and 3 nights. And if ever any of you have ever gone to jail, and Beverly Hills is probably the best one if you got to go to jail. But the food was fucked. These pink, like Rice Krispies, big, pink, hard, ugly, smelly. I'm a vegetarian. I will not eat meatballs with a plastic cover on them that smelled. I mean, the food, I tell you, just for the food, I would not go back to jail. I don't know how I'm doing on time. That clock keeps saying 7 o'clock. 2 minutes? It's the 2-minute call. Okay, what can I tell you in 2 minutes? I can tell you to get a sponsor. I can tell you to do a 10th step every night. I can tell you to reach out your hand, because fear is what I was riddled with, and low self-esteem. And you can't get self-esteem by just wanting it. You have to act your way into the right feelings. You can't feel your way into the right action. There's a chapter in this big book called About Action, Getting into Action. This program is about action. This program is about being bigger than your embarrassment. Remember that, Dennis? Dennis and I did S together 22 years ago. Dennis is my dearest friend who's going to give me a cake tonight, who I'm so proud to have a new member of this program. Because this is about you guys, the David and the Mary, and my boyfriend's a memory expert, and I failed the test, but I did get Keith, Mary, David, Bernadette with the eating disorder. But you know what? All the disorders are the same. I was in Gamblers Anonymous 15 years before I was in Alcoholics Anonymous. It don't matter if you stuff it with cards, if you stuff it with chocolate, if you stuff it with penises, if you stuff it. It's all the same shit. It's all just stuffing it. We gotta get rid of the stuffings and get to the real McCoy, and that's God. God is the answer. You know, my boyfriend couldn't make it tonight, and I thought, you know, in the old days, I just called some other guy. I always had the guy I was with, the guy I was looking at for the future, and the guy that was in the past, who I might, you know, hook back up with. Remember those? You know, they always keep them layaway. And, and you know what? He couldn't make it, and I was hurt. And I said, but I've got to give a message to people out here. My destiny, the reason I was saved, I know, because the man that brought me to this program died on my 2nd birthday. I have seen so many people come and go that went out by choice and that took a cab. Taking a cab means going out permanently. And the people that stick around are the people that reach out to other people, the people that get numbers, the people that have a smile on their face, the people that share from their heart and tell you who they are, because we are as sick as our secrets. If I had more time, I'd tell you some of my secrets, but we'll do that another time. Thank you.
Okay.
I think we got a great talk going on here. Thanks for watching the channel. Taper Dave here. Just curious, do you think this is better than Zoom? Okay, this is how I prepare my drone for launching. I like to do it inside the cab of my truck so I'm not standing outside in the weather. To install the joysticks for control, up and down, right and left, powered on. I have an Android phone that I use to connect it to the drone with. And it's actually controlled through the iPhone, through an app. Oops, wrong way. It's actually controlled through the iPhone, or through this Android phone, through the app. It's actually controlled through the Android phone, through an app, and you connect it through this short connection right here.
Remote control connected.
Remote control's connected. So I pull out the drone. I have to extend the legs. Long legs extended first, then the short legs. Remove the gimbal protector. Set that aside, then power it on one short burst, then one long burst. I lay it down. So I have to go to calibrate. So the drone's not connected yet. It shows you here as this drone gets disconnected, even though the remote's powered on. So the drone has to establish it's connected. So I go into the app to calibration mode. First I'll calibrate the remote controller. Start calibration. Out, in, oop, out, in, up, down, and then this little wheel is to control the gimbal. So it's calibrated. Go to gimbal calibration, start calibration, and then it calibrates the gimbal. I don't know if that shows up. The gimbal's moving all over the place. Changes, you can see it on the video. And I'm calibrated to take off. It's acquired 7 satellites at the moment. There are 26 satellites up in the sky, which it has to acquire before you can take off. So it's connected. It's got enough satellites. This is white. I can go to press this little arrow button, swipe right to take off, and it would start the motors if I slid this to the right, but I'll wait till I get outside. Don't want to do it inside.